Previously.
I already thought of you as a loser long before you left the SCIA, as did everybody else there.
Agent North is all bark and no bite, only ever thinks and talks about sex.
Sounds like my kind of guy.
You're not his type.
And we finally have a name for the magically gifted blue-haired guard dog at the film studio too.
Ilium used telekinesis to lift me up in the air, like an alien.
Director Ravenhurst, Intruders.
We would have asked your permission, but I didn't think you'd let us borrow the timeless timekeeper.
Of course I'm not just giving it to you. Tell me what you need it for.
I'm trying to find out who my parents were.
I forgot who I was for one night, and now.
So remember, people of Shadow Vale, whatever you do, witches cannot be trusted.
Yes, Master Mercury.
Thank you all for coming here today, and have a good day.
Puff, finally. You should do something about this wannabe Kingpin ambassador. He's driving me nuts, and I have too many demands on my time to deal with this as well.
Still using every free minute to rail against the magic community, I see.
What community exactly are you talking about? It is no secret that the Ageless Sage has alienated many of his former followers with his decisions during your most recent war with the witch hunters. Ever since Vlad Stroud's old mansion was converted into an apartment building for fugitives from the magic realm, even the laziest bat living under the most ancient remote rock knows this. The magic community as you know it is a relic of the past, Loki, just like your job here. To my knowledge, your family no longer stands with the Ageless Sage either.
They never did stand with him in the first place.
So why do you still care what I'm doing, Ambassador?
My job is not just to prevent wars between you and the Sage's people, but between vampires and other occult species in general.
Good for you then that I'm not sending anybody to war, just reminding my fellow vampires not to fall for the schemes of other species, whether they're part of some master witch's cult or not.
Sounds more like you're scheming and starting a cult yourself. You're not using mind control to convince your followers though, are you? Because what I just saw, all of them calling you Master Mercury in unison, that was weird.
It's just my natural charisma. Works on everybody. Except for you, it seems. But if I did start a cult, would you at least consider joining it? You have disappointed me many more times than any other vampire or hybrid I've worked with before, but you're still special, and I'm not giving up hope just yet.
Thanks, but no thanks. That's not why I'm here. Charmaine says you've been forcing her to accompany your melodramatic sermons with pipe organ music because the stereo is broken, and apparently there's not a single soul in this town with sufficient understanding of modern technology to repair it.
And you can do it? Because I can't imagine you getting your delicate hands dirty.
No need for that, as long as there's magic. Even if it's the kind that you hate so much.
Breaking news! From famous to infamous in just a couple of days. After receiving much critical acclaim for his role in the upcoming Pride and Prejudice movie, famous writer and musician Tiamo Mummini has recently been arrested by the SCIA, along with his family, for reasons unknown.
And there goes another walking embarrassment to our kind.
What the f?
Okay, so I'm here now. This is my hotel room. Are you going to check on the others as well, or?
They're at the casino.
Yes. And
I'm staying here. Orders from Director Ravenhurst herself. I'm supposed to keep an eye on you for as long as you stay in Del Sol Valley.
Is this really necessary? We got what we came for and are no longer trying to steal your boss's precious device.
What? Why not?
She may have let you go, but that doesn't mean she trusts you.
Well, in that case, make yourself comfortable, I guess. I'd rather have you in here than freaking out other guests out there with your gun and uniform.
So they failed to obtain the artifact, and there will be no chance to try again anytime soon. Too bad. Moving on to Plan B.
No, I'd say you should give up.
How did you get in here, bitch?
And now the news. An anonymous Plumbob Pictures employee has leaked exclusive footage of the shooting for the upcoming Pride and Prejudice film adaptation, starring global superstar Simone Ingalls as Elizabeth Bennet, Thorne Bailey as Mr. Darcy, and Tiamo Mummini as Mr. Collins. With the footage focusing predominantly on the latter, fans have started petitioning for the script to be rewritten to make him Lizzie's love interest instead of Bailey's Darcy, despite Mr. Collins having been a rather unpopular supporting character in the past. A testament to Tiamo Mummini's acting skills, or just devoted fans losing their minds? Follow Plumbob TV News to keep up to date. In other news, the SCIA's customer service keeps getting one-star reviews.
I say it's both. I'm a great actor with great fans. The script revision is not going to happen, but still, take that, Thorne Bailey.
You really can't stand that guy.
He's been my celebrity rival for years.
That wasn't to the latest visitor's liking. She reportedly used the word pussy to refer to the reception lady.
Oh, shut the fuck up. What? I thought you were here to swan dive into poverty. Go home if you'd rather listen to the news. Look at those losers, Mum, endlessly wasting their hard-earned coins just to... Mum.
Must beat this game. Oh, for fuck's sake. This stupid game is rigged. Or someone is using telekinesis to move the blocks to the wrong positions. I couldn't possibly be this bad at it.
I'm fairly certain that even telekinesis cannot influence graphics behind a screen. And I don't see any aliens around.
Not aliens, but a certain magically gifted blue-haired guard dog that we all know and hate.
Ilium. What are you doing here? Discovered your love for gambling.
Excuse me, have we met?
You know, your attempts at inconspicuously spying on us would suck a lot less if you weren't the most conspicuous person in this room, just like you were at the film studio.
Well, it took you this long, and some help from your mother, to even notice me.
So you really are spying on us?
If you want to get rid of me, how about you find yourself another vacation destination? I hear Oasis Springs is lovely this time of the year. Getting to know the Christian community, riding horses through the desert, breaking into the Alien Search and Research Institute instead of the SCIA headquarters for a change. Doesn't that sound fun to you?
You wouldn't mind us breaking into that institute? I assumed it was another SCIA facility, or that you at least would have a special interest in it.
What makes you think I'm interested in aliens?
Cut the crap. My mother said you used telekinesis on her, a branch of magic exclusive to aliens. Unless that was really just extremely precise air magic, how did you do it?
I don't have to tell you that.
Then I don't have to tolerate your presence any longer.
What are you going to do about it? Turn me into a garden gnome, like your mother did? This magic-proof necklace will stop you.
Who said anything about using magic? Help. Help. The old man is molesting me.
Old? What? No, it's... No. She. I should go.
Sucker.
Should we order the mystery drink and see how much of it we can handle before one of us passes out?
I know you don't drink. But you'd win anyway because you're a vampire and can't get drunk.
Then how about a little dance contest?
Nope.
A quickie in the restroom where we can both win.
I'm not in the mood.
What else can I do to take your mind off things? Since you don't want to talk about the winged elephant in the room.
I do want to talk about it. I just don't know what else there is to say. So Ash really is my father, but that's not his real name. It's Azrael. And he's an angel.
Which means you are half angel too. And by extension, so is Loki, our son. I don't know what exactly that entails, but it explains a lot when you think about it. And your mother was a mermaid from San Myshuno, so you were never as far from home as you thought when you moved to Windenburg.
She was just a tourist on vacation. Why did he do this to her?
I'm sure he didn't mean to get her killed. Some women die in childbirth. It's sad, but it happens.
I reckon it happens a lot more often than usual when the father is death personified. How could he not have foreseen this? Weren't there any other immortal beings he could have slept with if he needed to? Why a human woman?
Perhaps there's more of him in you than you think.
Because we both like to prank tourists?
Something like that. Remember the story you told me in Selva Dorada, about how you brokered a blowjob from a confused Bible thumper whom you told your dick was some kind of divine saxophone?
That's not true. I never said that. I called it a heavenly trumpet.
And I told you I'd steal that idea. You think the sexy soldier we saw on the way to the SCIA headquarters would fall for it?
If you use your vampiric charm on him, then yes, probably. But what are you getting at?
I'm saying, maybe that sea hag who keeps going on about the natural order, and how she can't tolerate anyone trying to pull that stick out of her ass, is not a textbook example of an angel. Maybe most of them are just people, you know, with flaws and desires, and lips that move when they speak.
Her lips did move when she talked to Azrael in that vision I got from that timeless clock thingy. I guess she only puts on that superiority act in front of mortals like us.
But your father obviously doesn't have the same superiority complex, which is a good thing. Otherwise you would never have been born, and Loki wouldn't exist, yet there's even two versions of him right now. You see, it was meant to happen.
I just wish I could talk to him. Ask him to explain his side of the story. But how do you make contact with an angel? By praying? Is there some kind of object that can summon him, like the conch shell for the sea hag? Or does it require a human sacrifice, with him being the Grim Reaper and all?
At least your vision told you where he lives. The wilderness of Mount Komorebi. One of the places we visited last year, and we even met his snow wardens.
And I didn't want to come along because I hate the cold. To think I could have run into him right then and there.
Even if you had, back then you wouldn't have known who he was. But we can go there again, maybe just you and me. You just need to get over your aversion to the cold. Ice and snow are really just frozen and crystallized water after all, and you love water.
Huh?
Take that, you cheating son of a bitch. You think you can fuck with me? Yeah, fuck you.
Enough fucks given for today. Nothing to see here, just keep wasting your money and your lives. We're done here, Mum. Let's go back to the hotel and do something a little more relaxing.
Don't think yourself safe. You'll see me again in your worst nightmares, asshole.
I'm sure it will. Come on.
You do realize I'm no longer under your spell that forces me to keep your secrets, right? I can't speak, but I can find other ways to tell my family about you.
Good point. So why haven't you told them yet?
Because I still have hope that you'll come to your senses and stop doing whatever it is you're doing. That will spare them the trouble of having to deal with you again, and you a painful death at the hands of your ex-wife.
You're assuming that I wish to harm my family. What reason could I have for that?
Revenge on Aya for throwing you out, perhaps?
If that was my goal, I wouldn't need to go to such extreme lengths to achieve it. No, what I'm trying to do is going to make life better for all of us, including you, whether you help me or not. My plan requires 13 artifacts representing the 13 branches of magic, and I still need to collect 2 more, one being the Timeless Timekeeper.
Well, good luck with that. We had our shot, and we failed because we underestimated Ravenhurst, among other things. Security is going to be even tighter from now on, and she has us monitored, in case you haven't noticed Grande's personal chaperone next door.
Was I really that terrible? As an agent, I mean. You barely ever talked to me, but Yildiz said you were all talking about me behind my back.
He exaggerated. Of course people talk every now and then, but not just about you. In fact, Biddy's favorite hot topic used to be Yildiz himself, and now that he's gone, it's probably me.
Biddy is the other agent you're guarding the cable car with, right?
Yeah, and she has the hots for Ilium. There, that was my gossip for today. Don't take it too seriously. Everybody at the agency is way too preoccupied with saving the world to really care about each other's embarrassing secrets, but gossip can lighten the mood sometimes.
Maybe. It's still not nice. I never gossiped about anybody.
See? This is one of the things people were saying about you, that you're so big and strong and scary looking, a facade made of steel, but on the inside, you're as soft as silk. Now it's your turn. Tell me what others were saying about me.
That you're a brainless beauty, better at flirting with your female co-workers than doing your actual job.
Ouch. You got off lightly in comparison. But what can I say, it's probably true, and I'm okay with that. No point in denying oneself.
Let's drink to that.
Bitch won't tell me where she's been, but I've found her.
Had to procure an outfit for the occasion.
Looks like we're complete now.
Grande isn't coming?
He's not answering his door. Probably asleep. It is quite late after all.
We'll be watching a movie at our slumber party, so we don't wish to be disturbed, even if other guests complain about the noise.
I can't promise that.
Also, we'd like to order 2 family pizzas, 1 Hawaii, 1 with pepperoni and mushrooms.
I'm sorry, there is no room service at this time of night. The kitchen is already closed anyway.
No problem. I don't care if you make the food yourselves or order at a nearby pizzeria. Just do it quickly. Bye.
Mum, I get that you're still bummed about losing that game at the casino, for whatever reason, but taking it out on the hotel staff might end up biting us in the ass.
It helps me blow off steam.
Good for you, but consider that they can still mess with our food in retaliation. I prefer my pizza without a fresh cum topping.
Come on guys, it's starting.
Remind me again why are we watching this, and not something that involves witches going to war with renegade technology like, I don't know, slot machines?
Because it's a great movie. And to show Lev that snow and ice are nothing to be afraid of.
Good thing Loki isn't here. He doesn't like this movie at all.
The adult version doesn't. I'll make sure to use my second chance and raise the young version better.
There you are, North. Where have you been?
At the Ward Hotel, watching over Grande and our most recent intruders, as instructed by the director. Why? Have you been missing me? Sure you have, because you love looking at me all day.
Keep dreaming. What has gotten into you?
They say I'm better at flirting with my coworkers than guarding secret entrances. Not sure I agree, because no man ever approaches you when I'm around, which means I must have been doing an excellent job guarding your secret entrances so far. Either that, or you're just too plain to attract anyone else's attention.
And you are obviously so desperate to see your new HR girlfriend again that you'd do anything to make me report you.
Hey, I'm not saying that I find you plain. Quite the opposite, in fact. My name is not Ilium, I'm not a witch and don't have blue hair, but since you can't have him, would you settle for me instead? For one little slumber party at least?
Are you drunk?
Come on, don't play coy. We've been working together for so long, sometimes you're the only woman I get to see all day. Don't tell me you've never considered it. So, how about you open up and let me in? I prefer the front entrance, but if you'd rather have me come in through the back door or the chimney instead, I'm open to it.
Excuse me, ma'am?
Not excuse. Leave me alone.
It's early in the morning and the casino isn't open yet. How did you even get in here?
Bitch.
Okay. I didn't mean to bother you. I'll just go and call the police.
Mistress, I don't think this is a good idea.
Did you say something? Never mind, I can feel your silent judgment. But you don't understand. What will the criminal underworld think of me when word gets around that I can't even win a single game against this fucking slot machine?
Since you're here in plain clothes, and the criminal underworld doesn't know that Ayamamini and Mischief are the same person, probably nothing at all.
I can't stop now. Go back to the hotel. I'm sure the others are discussing our movie night as we speak, and that you have an opinion on it too. Fucking fuck.
You're reading way too much into this, Willy. Stop, and let us enjoy our breakfast, before Lev gets confused.
Too late.
Just stating facts here. I'm no expert on weddings in 19th century Scandinavia, but I'm fairly certain that there has to be a witness and some kind of documentation. Hans simply claiming that he and Anna got married before she allegedly passed away wouldn't fly in real life. Even if it did, that wouldn't put Hans in any position to charge Elsa with treason because she never abdicated the throne and is therefore still the rightful queen. He would have been better off letting his henchmen kill Elsa instead of imprisoning her, but even then, the kingdom probably has a line of succession that we just don't know anything about. Bottom line, the idea of Hans becoming king of Arendelle in the way depicted in the movie is ridiculous.
Cool. Do you have any complaints about the second movie's plot too, or?
Actually, yes. How can ice be the fifth element when it's really just frozen water? And the way Kristoff's character was handled is...
In the corner over there. Incapacitate them before they can use their wands, hands, or whatever they use to cast spells.
Why are you doing this? We didn't do anything.
The director thinks otherwise. Hello again, Wilbika.
Fuck off.
Where's the rest of you?
Desecrating your parents' graves. What do you want from us?
Thank you for volunteering to lead me to their rooms.
SCIE. Get out of bed, slowly.
Ouch. What is it?
North? What are you doing here?
And you too, Grande. How did you get him to sleep with you? Or did you lie to me that he was not into men, just so you could have him all to yourself?
Excuse me? I don't even know what's going on. Why is General Ravenhurst storming my hotel room? And weren't you supposed to keep an eye on me? Awake?
I don't remember what happened. Just that we were talking, drinking, and then I must have fallen asleep at some point.
So you're saying that you were sleepwalking when you broke into my wife's office last night and stole the timeless timekeeper?
And molested me on the way there.
What? In your dreams, maybe?
Look, we already deduced that you were most likely acting on the Mum Meanie's orders. Don't get your hopes up, you'll still be punished, but maybe less harshly if you confess now.
But I don't even know what you're talking about. Why would I do that?
I'm sure you'll tell us eventually. In the meantime, I'll look for the nasty matriarch of the family.
Sir, an employee of the Star Casino called the police about a rude old lady breaking in to play the slot machines. That could be her.
Sounds like her all right.
What was that?
I said, yo mama, collects ugly children.
Enough. Miel, Biddy, escort them to the car. My wife wants the entire family and their associates at the headquarters. Let's see if they'll still be this cocky when we are done interrogating them. This is all just a big misunderstanding. I'm sure we can figure it out.
Get inside. Now.
Touch me again and I'll show you how to use that wand of yours as an anal dildo, you fucking piece of shit.
Behave yourself, and it won't be necessary.
All prisoners aboard. Go.
Oh, my dog.